Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and remove the battery. Alright, then we're gonna remove the battery housing. Alright guys, we got a couple 15 mil holding the battery housing. We got a connector down here. Squeeze and pull. A lot more space to get directly to that alternator. So this tensioner right here, we're gonna go ahead and loosen it right here, and then we're gonna adjust it right here so we could loosen up this serpentine belt, so then we could start working on. We got two connections on the back of the alternator. We got the power, which is, I want to say, a 10 mil, and then we have the connection right behind it, which is going to be a squeeze and pull. Alright guys, using a 15 mil, we're going to go ahead and loosen up this tensioner. And top side. I'm gonna have to just play with it a little bit because this one tightens up the bolt and this one is the adjuster. This bolt right here tightens it, and this one right here is the adjuster. You see right here, this line, it goes all the way back, and if you look at the back side, you'll see how it's, you see? So with this, while we loosen this one, it'll push it out and remove the tension. If you gotta fight it to get out, you're gonna have to fight it to put it back. So just put in the extra effort at the front end so you save yourself some time and energy on the back end. Alright, there you go. It's completely off. If you can, keep as much of it on, and I'm gonna post a diagram to show you exactly how it lines up, just in case you forget for whatever reason. Alright guys, this is the 10 mil to the power line. Go ahead and loosen that up. Remove this power wire. We're gonna go ahead and put this nut back in. Alright, so we got the power line off. There's gonna be a connector right behind it. See it right there behind it? Alright guys, so the connector is gonna be a squeeze. See, look, on this side and on that side, you squeeze, pull out. Now that we went ahead and disconnected the connection and the power line, we got one bolt on the upper side and there's one underneath. We're gonna get it from under the car. Alright guys, so you're gonna need two 15 mils to remove this bolt. So we went ahead and, give me 1 second. Alright guys. Okay. Alright guys, so this upper bolt, once you remove the nut, you can just push this bolt out. Be careful with the fan. Alright guys. Alright guys, so this is the lower bolt right here. Don't touch this. This is just for the mounting bracket. This is the bolt right here. Alright guys, right there. Going the wrong way. Alright guys, this bottom bolt right here has been there since 1999, so we got some blaster. We're gonna go ahead and so look, I had a bolt right there, and the bolt has been in there since the late 90s. And when I was spinning it, when I was attempting to spin it, these lower alternator bolts on the Cherokees are notorious for seizing up. And when I was pulling at the bolt, I felt like the head was wanting to turn, but not the bolt. And I didn't want to break the head off and have to drill through it, and that turned into a whole new mission. So we went ahead and got some blaster. We let it sit overnight, and I got the bolt to spin. Sorry for the oil leak in the background. Stay tuned. Ta-da! There you go. Hiya! Okay. Alright guys, let me show you the old and the new. Fairly similar. When you're replacing an alternator, you see this piece right here? Sometimes this piece, make sure it's in the right spot, because let's say on the new one, it's flush. So when you put it in, it's gonna be okay. But if for whatever reason it was popping inward more, you're gonna have to, on the new one, bang it out to make it flush. Because if not, you'll be there forever, and you can't force something that doesn't fit. I don't care how strong you are. Alright, we're gonna alright guys, we got the upper bolt. So it's gonna go like this. So make sure, come on. Okay, you guys saw that? Make sure that you line up the fan properly so you won't have any issues, and don't bang any of these radiator lines. Just be chill. All right guys, the electrical connection. All right, it's in there. When I pull it back, we're in there. Okay. All right guys, so we're gonna unscrew this 10 mil nut. Go ahead and let's clean this out. All right guys, so go ahead and put this power line back on. Hiya. Go ahead and screw that bolt, that nut. We're gonna tighten this, but we're not gonna go crazy, because if that thing breaks, AutoZone's gonna have to give me another alternator for free. I paid extra for the lifetime warranty. If you got a vehicle that you've done the head on it, or it's low mileage, spend the extra money. Don't be cheap. You'll spend $50 on a bottle of Hennessy, but you won't get a lifetime warranty. Come on now. Alright, so we went ahead and tightened up that electrical nut. It was a 12 mil. And then go ahead and just put this safety cover. Look, it's just a plastic cover. It just pops on like that. Clean this out with a little brake cleaner. Look at this bottom bolt. The head almost broke, so I had to go and get the PB blaster. I ain't gonna lie, I've never used this before. This is the first time I actually use it, and it's definitely got my stamp of approval. Because if not, I would have broke this head. I would have broke the head off of this bolt. I would have had to drill right through that, the whole thing, to just put a longer bolt with a nut at the end. But thank God we didn't have to do none of that. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Fuck you talking to? No one cares. Shut the fuck up. No one asked you. Alright, so I just tightened up that bolt. There you go. We got the diagram. It goes over the AC, under the water pump, over the power steering, through the tensioner, under the harmonic balancer, back around. Is that just a fan? Huh. Got the fan just hanging out by itself. That's weird. It's literally not connected to anything. Huh. Okay. Sorry I didn't record it. You're gonna, once the belt's back on, you're gonna tighten this bolt, but not too tight. And then you're gonna adjust the tensioner with this one. Get that belt nice and tight, but not too tight. Make sure both of them, really make sure this one's tight. This one is just an adjuster. Let me show you guys so you can see. See right here, I've already ran into bolts that want to break because they seize up, so thank God for that blaster, because it just, if you ain't got one of those, go get you one. And then if that doesn't work, then go buy the torch. Alright guys, we went ahead and fastened both of those 15 mil bolts. Go ahead and connect this wire back. Good thing that this wire is connectable without me having to take this thing back out, even though it's only 2 bolts. You know, don't get ahead of yourself. I'll be always having to remind myself of that. We got it, guys.